Now, if I broke my arm or I didn't have use of my arm, here are 3 different self-defense moves that you can do to protect yourself. If I have Casey coming on in here, the first one I have is what's called a Paksa move. Paksa move is ideally a Wing Chun move. We're gonna modify it a little bit, just given this kind of situation. So what's gonna happen is his arm's gonna be up. I'm gonna slap down the arm and then go right for the hammer fist right to the side of the face. So as he goes here, I slap, boom, come right through, right to the side of the face. Now when I use that hammer fist strike, I'm obviously using the bottom of my fist right here, and this is making contact anywhere from the mandible or the jaw right here to the cheekbone, to the eye socket, or the temple. Any of those targets are great right there. So when his hands are up, I want to make sure that I get this down and then come right in here. And last but not least, obviously escape. The next technique we're going to cover is what I call an inside elbow. I also like to combo in with this one and regular elbow as well. So as Casey comes on in here, grabbing hold, using that arm that we do have access to is very, very important, but knowing we can also strike with it as well. So this close quarter is very important, but then what I want to do is once I have this arm bent in, I want to extend it out and make contact with the inside of my elbow, right to the side of their face right here. So as I come in right here, I pull down, I extend out, then I can also combo just with the regular elbow as well. I love that combo, and both can be done just with the use of one arm, one hand. Let's show this again real quick. As we go in here, I pull down, inside elbow, boom, regular elbow just right here. So I'm striking both sides, both of the elbow, one with the inside of the elbow, one with the outside of the elbow. This one's a killer combo. Last but not least, we obviously want to make sure that we escape. Third move that we have here is what's called a thumb rake. Thumb rake is going to sound exactly what it is, right? Okay, as we come right here, we want to make sure that we rake the eye as I come in here. Taking out someone's ability to see what's going on is very, very important. Hey, listen, if we're handicapped for some reason, we want to handicap this person to even up the odds as much as possible. So raking someone's eyes in a real true life or death situation where you're fearing severe bodily harm is key. The eye rake is this perfect move that we want to throw on in. So what I do is I like to use this as a transition to pull this in. Now, what I can do is I can combo this with the previous move. So as I eye rake right here, I can come in now with the inside and the outside elbow just like this. Let's go through that combo once again. So as we do this, all right, I am raking, okay, coming in, popping out, coming right through just like that. All right, let's combo all 3 of these moves now together. So what it looks like is I first use that Paksa moves to that hammer fist strike. I rake the eye right there, I pull on in, I fire in with the inside and then around with the outside elbow. That is working in all 3 of these moves, all in the same combination. It only takes a second or 2 to pull this off. Then obviously the goal is to get out of there and escape. Quick story that I want to tell you. One time I attended a self-defense seminar. It was actually a seminar that we covered Wing Chun. Now, if you don't know anything about Wing Chun, there's a lot of hand movements, hand slapping, trapping, and whatnot. And I was so impressed because this guy showed up to the seminar, he only had one arm. He had his arm taken off in a brutal accident, but he walked on in there just with one arm. He did everything. He adapted and really changed everything he needed to change in order just to use his one arm. And it kind of made me think about something else in my training. When I was taking some firearms training, we went through this training for a couple days, and all of a sudden my instructor said, okay, what I want you guys to do is I want you to tie down your strong hand. And I want to do everything that we did within this seminar just using your weak one arm. That means we had to work through malfunctions. We had to learn how to reload just using one hand, one arm. And it kind of floored everybody. The reason why I'm telling you this right now is because when we're in a brutal kind of a situation, a violent altercation, we don't know because of injury or maybe even because of handicap, we may only have the use of one hand. And it's so important to make sure that we use one hand in our training as well, so we can adapt to those dangerous kinds of situations.